If you are the person who never read Psychology of Money book, so this video is for you, because in this video I will be telling you 5 to 6 lesson of Psychology of Money book. And if you never read this book, so this video is about to be very helpful for you, because the lessons which I am going to tell you, those are the lesson. Because of that, this book is suggested by lots of people about money and psychology. So in this video you will be getting lots of insights of Psychology of Money book. So watch this video till the end, because at the end of this video I will be giving you a free resource which through you can read this book without spending your time. So without wasting our precious time, let me cut to the case. First lesson of Psychology of Money book is getting wealthy and staying wealthy are two different things. You must have seen lots of people in your life, those are able to get money but they are not able to keep that money for longer time. Do you know why it happens? It happens because of the mindset they have. They don't know the difference between getting wealthy and staying wealthy. Getting wealthy only takes one thing, how you earn money, but staying wealthy takes frugal mindset which through you spend your money. And it has been seen lots of time that getting wealthy is easy task than staying wealthy. So you need to understand the difference between getting wealthy and staying wealthy. This was the first lesson of Psychology of Money book. Second lesson of Psychology of Money book, your ultimate goal should be freedom. There are lots of people, those keep investing, but they don't have the ability, which we say freedom. So the writer of this book says your ultimate goal should be freedom. You should have the ability which through you can do whatever you want. You can spend your time with whomever you want. You can do whatever you want. If you are in that job where you are not able to do anything, where you are not able to do whatever you like, so it does not make any sense how much do you earn and how much money do you invest. So your ultimate goal should be freedom. This was the second lesson of Psychology of Money book. Third lesson of Psychology of Money book is no one is crazy. When people start their investment journey, so they try to follow others perspective. They see if other people is taking lots of risk, why should I not? So the writer of this book says if you also have this mindset, so you are always going to lose your money, because no one is crazy. If you think someone is taking lots of risk, they might be able to manage their risk, they might be able to take responsibility of their losses. But if you lose your money, would you be able to take your responsibility of your losses? So this is why you should always call the shots when it comes to finance. So this was the, I made a mistake in counting. I think this was the third lesson of Psychology of Money book. Fourth lesson of Psychology of Money book is your surroundings should be very well. I have read bunch of book, and this is the advice, this is the lesson which I always read in every book, that your surroundings should be always well. Because if you are with those types of people who are not doing anything in their life, who even don't have clarity what they have to do, you will automatically become like that. So you should always have those types of people, those are better than you, those are doing well better than you. Because if you spend your time with those people who are better than you will become like that. So you should always spend your time with those people who are better than you. If you don't have those people, so this is the time of social media time, you just need to watch those people. So this is how you can keep yourself in good surrounding. This was the fourth lesson of Psychology of Money book. Fifth lesson of Psychology of Money book, start investing from today. When most of the people hear why they need to invest money, why they need to save money, they think, if I am earning well, if I am earning lots of money, why I need to invest money? I am earning, I will invest all money on myself. Okay, you are saying right. But what if I ask you one question? If you lose your job and if you go into the hot water, would you be able to take responsibility of your family? Would you have 6 month emergency fund which through you can take responsibility of your family? This is the reason you should invest money, because the money you invest in present life, that money will protect you in your future life. This was the fifth lesson of Psychology of Money Money book. Sixth lesson of Psychology of Money book is know the power of compounding. Most of the people who invest their money, they don't know the power of compounding. If you spend your 10 to 20 year with your SIP, you will be getting lots of money, but it is not a hard nut to crack, but it is not easy task to spend 10 to 20 years with your SIP. And you need to understand the power of compounding. Let me tell you one thing, if you don't know, so Warren Buffett got rich in his 60s because he had been investing since his childhood. Therefore, he got rich in his 60s. So these were the lesson of Psychology of Money book. If you found this video, so drop your comment in the comment section. And starting of this video, I told you I would give you a free resource which through you can read this book. If you really want to read this book, so follow me on my Instagram because I can't give you anything on YouTube. Because so follow me on my Instagram. I will give you free PDF of Psychology of Money book, which through you can read this book without spending your time, without spending your money and your time. So I just want to urge you one thing, that I do not want you to subscribe this YouTube channel and do not want you to press this like button. I just want you to drop your comment in the comment section. This is what I want. So drop your comment in the comment section. I will see you in the next video.